Have you ever thought about what it's like to drive a Formula One car? It's way more than just going fast and turning corners. F1 drivers deal with challenges that most people can't even imagine. In this video, we explore the special skills and physical toughness needed to handle an F1 car. From the crazy G-forces to lightning-fast reactions, we'll show you why it's almost impossible for an average person to do what F1 drivers do. Let's dive in. In Formula One races, fast turns and tricky braking areas make things thrilling for drivers and fans. F1 drivers aim to react super fast at the race start, usually within 180 milliseconds or less. That's really quick. Even such a tiny advantage can help a driver zoom ahead by 10 meters, and staying calm and thinking fast is key to avoiding scary accidents on the track. F1 drivers perform tasks like tapping off as many lights as they can in 30 seconds to keep focused and prevent accidents. It's an intricate task that facilitates their lightning-fast decision-making, and the world record for this activity is now held by British driver Jenson Button, who averaged an amazing 2 lights per second. Formula One drivers are the greatest at this. It demonstrates how these drivers must have excellent reflexes and quick thinking to survive in the competitive world of Formula One racing. One of the most thrilling moments for drivers during a lap is navigating through the fast-paced turns. A famous example is Maggots and Beckett's at Silverstone, where cars hit incredible speeds, sometimes even faster than their top speed. Driving in these conditions is both exhilarating and challenging because drivers need to make precise yet crucial adjustments to their direction. In the world of Formula One, the largest part of the racetracks is oriented clockwise. The strong G-force pushes the driver's head to the left while he's making a right turn. Try to imagine this force as if the back of your head were hit by a 40-kilogram weight which is trying to push your head forward. In order to withstand this energy, the drivers must have the powers of an extraordinary person to maintain their calmness and focus on the race. Such a power would be beyond the capability of a normal man to beat it. They would lose the capability of holding their own heads because of the great pressure which would veer their eyes off the trail ahead. The final result, if the accident is severe enough, would be the only outcome. Hence, the physical demands and ability required to deal with the pressure in Formula One racing is something extreme. While Lewis Hamilton and Fernando Alonso have 18-inch necks, the average man has only 15-inch necks. This superb neck strength is vital for avoiding the severe injuries that mostly occur in high-impact scenarios. His vehicle was subjected to 45 G of force, which is a very high speed after a near-fatal accident during the opening lap of the Belgium Grand Prix last year, and the car's durability was tested. In a collision, Hamilton's car would have overturned and his neck would have been turned in a number of unexpected ways. A typical person might suffer severe whiplash from this kind of hit, and in the worst-case scenario, a catastrophic break. When we take into account that these forces are similar to the intense maneuvers that fighter aircraft pilots do, we can see just how severe these forces are. Drivers rely on specific equipment like neck harnesses to mitigate these pressures. When these devices are used perfectly, force is applied to the driver's head, causing them to stiffen up in order to stop any unintentional movement. Targeted neck muscles that are crucial for Formula One drivers doing this type of training are the trapezius and the sternocleidomastoid. For these muscles to produce forces quickly and react to direction changes, they need to be extraordinarily strong and flexible. In a typical automobile, you just need to hit the right or left brake to stop, but in a Formula One car, braking is a completely different story. Navigating an F1 car necessitates a degree of training and preparation above and above the norm because of the complexities of F1 braking, which demand a certain skill set and physical strength from the drivers. A Formula One vehicle must be stopped by applying intense pressure to the brake pedal and then letting it go gradually. You're effectively pushing against 100 kilograms or 220 pounds repeatedly due to the G-force's high weight. Over the course of 90 minutes, picture yourself pushing up the weight of a young elephant hundreds of times with just one leg. All of the muscles in your quadriceps, glutes, and calf muscles would be used, along with the hamstrings in the rear of your thigh. At the first difficult curve of the Silverstone circuit, you would simply be unable to brake the car without leg power, sending it flying off the track and over the safety barriers. We'll need to change the tires when entering pit lane at least once, if not twice, throughout the race. Drivers utilize their inner ear balance or vestibular function to detect when their tires have lost traction, which is how they determine when they need to change their tires. For example, you use your inner ear balance to detect when you're going up or down in an elevator. Older drivers like Lewis Hamilton are more tuned into this than younger drivers like Lando Norris, who train on esports steering wheels. The ability to recognize these signs is especially strong in drivers like Lewis Hamilton, who can maneuver you through the end lap as fast as possible and get you into your pit stop even with almost little tire grip remaining. Your tire grip diminishes with every lap, making you more and more uncontrollably unhinged. Therefore, there's a very good probability that your car will veer out of control and crash before you reach the pit stop. The body's temperature is rising, and the weariness of your muscles and mind will start to catch up to you as we approach the last quarter of the race. The atmosphere inside a Formula 1 cockpit is very different. It would not be difficult for the track to reach 48 degrees Celsius because tires typically operate at 100 degrees Celsius. There is 1000 degrees Celsius running on the front brakes, and at this point, you have perspired a lot. 3 to 5% of your body weight may have been eliminated with ACE. Decreases of even 2% will begin to affect response times and judgment. You'll notice a significant change in your total lap time and race strategy, even with those small variations. An illustration of an overall that a driver may don is this one. Being fireproof, the material is very heated and thick. They need the cardio of a world-class marathon runner to stay cool in a cockpit that can go as high as 60 degrees. Throughout a race, their heart rate may easily be going at 160 or 170 beats per minute, so they need to have a highly well-conditioned cardiovascular system. That would be around 82% of the maximal heart rate for the majority of people, and that's the type of effort your best marathon runners would be maintaining for a 2-hour race. To stay cool in the heat, F1 drivers need to be lightweight and lean. On average, they weigh less than 80 kilograms, which is like 176 pounds, and have less than 12% body fat. In such extreme conditions, someone weighing 90 kilograms or maybe 200 pounds with 20% body fat would struggle to stay focused and react quickly in the final laps, making it hard to finish the race in control. And that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this content, remember to hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for more. We would love to hear your thoughts, so feel free to share them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and that's all for now.